Me acostumbré a la soledad, a ser invisible entre la ciudad. Me enseñé a vivir y
What's up, everybody? We're live in the mix with my brother Lucky Joe. Yeah, here we go. Radio interview part 1. U102.3 FM, Tejano y Mas. We are in the mix, and who am I hanging out with today?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. This is Lucky Joe.
Lucky Joe, Lucky Joe. What is going on, Lucky Joe?
Aquí peleando con el stand bro.
It does it from time to time. Sometimes you got to give it that Mike Tyson 1-2, 1-2.
That's right. It's going good, man. Gracias a Dios. I'm really excited to be here, man. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for coming. Now we're here for your brand new album, correct?
That's right. We're here. Estamos promoviendo el nuevo disco. Bajo la compañía de Freddie Records. El Triunfador was just released around maybe 3 weeks ago, and it's doing very, very good. Actually, not 3 weeks ago, I'm lying, man. It was released December 16th. That was the release date for El Triunfador, and it's been doing really, really well, man. The first single was De Que Me Sirves Ya. La gente la aceptó muy bien. It's a duet that we did with Johnny Lee from Grupo Audio Sync, también otro grupo que estaba bajo la compañía de Freddie Records. And we're blessed, man. You know, we're here and we're promoting the second single, which is Te Amo, una composición de Juan Trevino. And it's catching fire, bro. It's catching fire.
It is. Like I said earlier, I was talking to you before we got onto the show. That single right there has a deep feeling behind it. Tell me a little bit about it, man. Tell me a little bit.
Well, excuse me, man. It's too early in the morning. Well, you know, Te Amo, like I mentioned earlier, it's a song that Mr. Juan Trevino wrote, and es una canción que me gustó la melodía. I like the melody. I like the way it flew. You know, it flowed, and you know, the company asked me, you know, you want to do a video for it? And I said, of course, you know, let's go ahead and do a video. So, you know, I was talking to my daughter, you know, and she was watching this show, and it's called 13 Reasons Why. There was a show on Netflix or something like that.
Okay.
And I said, Mita, why are you watching the show? And she's like, no, pues, you know, it's about bullying, and she's like, I experienced a little bit of it. And then it clicked the memory in my head, también yo, and I was like, you know what, well, I experienced a lot of bullying too when I was growing up. So basically, what we did is we used that concept and we put it into the video de Te Amo, and we went to my old school at Cauchelsa, and we talked to the theater arts, Mr. Osuna. No, it's not Ben Osuna from
West Texas.
Yeah. It's not Ben Osuna from West Texas. It's Ben Osuna from Ed Cauchelsa. He's a theater arts instructor there at Ed Cauchelsa, and we spoke to him, and we got the kids involved. We filmed it at the high school, and man, it came out so beautiful, man. You know, a big shout out to my old high school. Thanks a lot for having me, you know, been giving me that privilege of shooting that video there. No, hombre, it came out very, very well. If you guys know of someone that's going through something like that, or if your kids are going through something like that, bullying, you know, it's a good video for you to check out, and for you to see that, you know what, there's really light. There's really light, and you can speak to someone, man. Speak to someone about it. You know, don't be afraid to speak to your parents, because ultimately your parents are going to be the ones that are going to take care of you the most, man. So yeah, the concept of the video is about bullying, and check it out on Freddie TV on YouTube.
I'm going to share it right now. I'm going to share it with everybody, because like I said earlier, it's a beautiful video. It's well put together. Of course, I'm not going to spoil it for everybody. I want everybody to go and check it out, but it's just well put together, and to me, I mean, it was deep, because I mean, a lot of people do go through bullying, myself included.
Yeah.
Back when I was in school, so it touched down like right here at home. So
yeah, I've been getting a lot of inboxes, man, like on Facebook. You know, my daughter went through that. She just saw your video, and she wants you to play for her quinceañera. You know, and it's like, that's beautiful, man. When you hear stuff like that, when it hits kids especially, you know, close to home, that's something that means that you're doing something right, man.
Of course. And I mean, it came out great. So I'm gonna let you bring it in right here. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Well, the other day they had me do that, and I said the wrong station, so I think you should do it.
All right, I'll do that. We don't want to do that, so we're gonna give you Te Amo, Lucky Joe right here in your station, Tejano y Mas, U102.
Me acostumbré a la soledad, a ser invisible entre la ciudad. Me enseñé a vivir y sin respirar. Era blanco y negro, un día normal. La herida sanó en el corazón y he jurado yo no prestarle atención a todas esas cosas que hablan de amor. Volverme a enamorar no volvería a pasar. Pero de pronto apareciste tú y empezó mi vida desde cero. Yo que juré nunca decirte te amo, ya lo ves. Te amo, abriste las puertas de mi corazón. Borraste las huellas de aquella tristeza que daño causó. Te amo, porque en mis temores lograste vencer. Te amo, porque al mismo tiempo tú me amas también. Apareciste tú y empezó mi vida desde cero. Yo que juré nunca decirte te amo, ya lo ves. Te amo, abriste las puertas de mi corazón. Borraste las huellas de aquella tristeza que daño causó. Te amo, porque en mis temores lograste vencer. Te amo, porque al mismo tiempo tú me amas también. Te amo, porque en mis temores lograste vencer. Te amo, porque al mismo tiempo tú me amas también.
FM Tejano y Mas. Give us a phone call. Let us know what you thought. 278-6095. Mr. Lucky Joe in the house.
You know, yeah, give us a phone call because you know what? We got some stuff that we're going to give away, all right? I brought some t-shirts, I brought some koozies, and I brought some 8x10s. So you guys give us a call. What's the number again, compadre?
830-278-6095 is our phone number to call.
That was real fast. You think they got it?
I would hope. I mean, let's see.
Tell it to me, pero como que real slow.
All right, 830-278-6095.
830-278-6095. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give us a call right now. We're here in the house. Of course, like we said on Facebook earlier, if you got anything you want to get signed, come on by. I believe the doors are open. I believe the doors are open. I want to believe the doors are open.
I went to the restroom right now and there was a line already, bro.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There was a line of ants on the floor. Me quedé un Dorito tirado, ¿vale?
Oh, man. So come on by and check us out. Come on by. We're here in the studio right now, just having ourselves a great time. We want you to come on by now. Your first single was with Mr. Johnny Lee Rosas. Can you tell us a little bit about that one right there?
Well, when we first, when I presented the album to Freddie, actually the first single, to tell you the truth, and I haven't been mentioning this. I really haven't been mentioning this at all these other interviews that I've done. The first single was actually Piérdete.
Oh yeah.
Piérdete was the song that we covered from Justin Bieber.
I heard that one yesterday.
Yeah,
I heard that one yesterday.
Well, you know, it's a funny story behind that one, man. You know, because we were at the studio recording that album, and it was kind of late, and I spoke to my friend Mariano, or I didn't speak to my friend. We were there. You know, he's the engineer.
Yeah.
And Mariano's like, hey man, you know, let's just jam out, man, see what comes up. You know. So we were there. and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna search YouTube for some Spanish covers. I said, let me see what we can find, you know. And I ran across that one, man. It was called Piérdete, and I said, hey, man, this is Justin Bieber's Love Yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So we heard it, and I said, you know what? Let's mess around with it. I said, and he's like, all right. I'll get the guitar. You sing it. And then I filmed it. We put a mic stand like that, and I put the phone like this, you know, facing down, and we just recorded it just like that, one take, no practicing, no nothing. You know, we went over it like maybe half a song. We're like, yeah, let's go, let's just do it. So then I put it on my Facebook just to mess around. I said, let's see what the response is to this song. Oh yeah, dude. In like an hour, it was already at 10,000 views and like 300 shares, like in an hour.
You gotta love the internet.
Yes, man. It's just crazy. And then I was like, you know what? It's just a fluke. I was like, it's all right, 10,000 views, eh? And then 2 hours, 25,000. 3 hours, 40,000. So anyways, it went on and on and on and on. And I think right now it's like at 100,000 views on my Facebook.
Wow.
And then it has over like 500 shares. So people really dug it. So Freddie said, you know what, let's just put it in the album. So Piérdete was the first single off of El Triunfador album. And then the only one that, I mean, not the only one, the reason why De Que Me Sirves Ya came in, because it had been a while since Piérdete had been released. So when De Que Me Sirves Ya came out, it felt like the first real single, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So let's go ahead and get on that one then.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
El amor es especial, el amor es único y hay que saber cuidarlo. Por cada vez que me intentaste pisar y cada sitio que por mí vas a entrar, te crees que sigo malo, cielo, venga ya. Que cada noche lloro y no es verdad. Y no quise escribir tu canción, aunque me llames, sé que más sabes que ya no me importas. Puedes ir por otros y sé que te duele entender. Para mí te has convertido en mis serios recuerdos que ni quiero dentro. Mamá me avisó y yo no la escuché. Me cuesta mentir que sí me equivoqué. No lo vi hasta que se acabó. Fuiste mi mayor error, tenían razón. Ahora sin ti duermo mejor. Si tan perfecta crees que puedes ser, no te hago falta, por mí piérdete. Que yo sin ti sé que voy a estar bien. No te hago falta, por mí piérdete. Para pa pa para pa para pa pa para pa para pa pa para ta ta. Discusiones si quería salir, pero el problema estaba dentro de ti. Y mi opinión sobraba, se podría decir que te olvidé lo que me hacía feliz. Y no quise escribir tu canción, aunque me llames, sé que más sabes que ya no me importa. Puedes ir por otros y sé que te duele entender. Para mí te has convertido en mis serios recuerdos que ni quiero dentro. Mamá me avisó y yo no la escuché. Me cuesta mentir que sí me equivoqué. No lo vi hasta que se acabó. Fuiste mi mayor error, tenían razón. Ahora sin ti duermo mejor. Si tan perfecta crees que puedes ser, no te hago falta, por mí piérdete. Que yo sin ti sé que voy a estar bien. No te hago falta, por mí piérdete. Si tan perfecta falta, crees que puedes ser. No te hago falta, por mí piérdete. Que yo sin ti sé que voy a estar bien. No te hago falta, por mí piérdete.
Beautiful, beautiful single right there.
Thank you, bro.
Man, that needs to go to the top right there. That was an amazing single right there.
It went to the top. You weren't there.
Man, I'm behind. I'm behind. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I was just blown away right now. It's simply amazing. Of course, we are live on all your Facebook links. How can everybody get a hold of you?
Well, you know what? A lot of people ask that that if I have a manager, if I have a booking agent, and I book myself. I have my personal cell phone number on all social media, so you can, look into my Snapchat, look into my Instagram, my Twitter. Todo eso tiene mi número personal, so if you guys want to book me for any weddings, quinceañeras, divorcios también.
We do it.
Just look at all my social media, and it has my my number. Yeah.
Sidetrack from yesterday. We actually learned something new yesterday. All three of us actually learned something new.
What?
Remember Snapchat?
Oh yeah.
It has that cool little feature.
Yeah, I was like that lady gave me a Snapchat class.
Oh, yeah, and then after that you gave it to us right after.
For those of you who don't know, Snapchat.
You already
there it is.
I think we have a policy now.
You know what? I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it like this because this thing keeps on coming up like this. Yeah. Anyways, Snapchat has a certain feature that where you press on it and you're listening to a song and you press on it and keep it held, your button, your finger, you keep it held on the phone, it can Shazam the song. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that Snapchat Shazams? And that was awesome.
And then what did we Shazam last night? We Shazammed
Los
Palominos.
Yeah, we Shazammed Los Palominos, and the album came out, the cover came out, and you can send it, you can share it. That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I think Johnny out of all of us was more like,
también se friqueó.
Wow.
Johnny también se friqueó. He was like, wow. Hey, and you know what, man? Yesterday when we were there, I don't know, you left way before us, but we stayed there talking with Johnny from Los Palominos for like 2.5 hours, man.
Y'all stayed there? Y'all stayed after all that?
Like 11 o'clock at night when we said, hey, you know what, Johnny, orale, I lo echamos, and I felt like I wanted more, man. I wanted more because he was schooling me, bro.
Yeah.
He was letting me know everything they've gone through with Palominos as a band, and it was just beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
And it was, for the time I was there, I learned a lot from Johnny just being there,
Yeah.
And it was a great time. I had a great time. Again, I want to thank Joe for inviting us out there, man. It was a great time last night.
Yeah.
And of course, you can check out our visit down on YouTube, as a matter of fact. So go to the YouTube page and check it out right there. Mr. Johnny, and of course Joe and Marianne and everybody out there, Extreme Southern Snow, thanks for the plug. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this single right here, brother. ¿De qué me sirves?
¿De qué me sirves ya? You know what? ¿De qué me sirves ya is actually the single that we chose to really, debut this new album, El Triunfador. And it just caught on, man. It caught on con todos nuestros fans, toda nuestra gente que, they nos apoya, man. And when the song was released, Freddie approached me from Freddie Records. He approached me. He's like, hey, Lucky, this is the song we're going to go with. And I was like, all right. Pues it's the company. Uno como compositor, like I'm a writer. We always want artists in front. Artists to come out first. To debut our stuff. And I was like, you know what? I gotta put that aside, man. I gotta put that pride aside. I gotta give somebody else a chance, and that's what happened with Te Amo, Te Amo. When we released Te Amo, Te Amo, that one's de Juan Treviño. De qué me sirves ya? I did compose it, So we released that one, and the people just, they love it. They love it, man. They loved it. Yeah. They still love it. They still ask for it everywhere we go, even though we released it like 3 months ago, I guess, or 4 months ago. released it 4 months ago, and they still ask for it, man. And it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's a beautiful response, and of course, we're gonna go ahead and check it out right here. For those who haven't tuned into the album, where can they get your actual album?
You can get my album at Spotify, all major digital download stores. It's available on iTunes. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Spotify. Freddie Records online store. Is it FreddieOnline.com or
Freddie Records store?
FreddieRecordsStore.com, and you can order the album. Y también download it on iTunes, because you know what, that counts a lot.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't know that nowadays it's very difficult for us as the artists, because they're not purchasing albums anymore. People are not purchasing albums, and it's kind of difficult, ¿verdad?
Yes,
for
sir.
the labels especially, you know. So if you don't want to get the album and you like the Que Me Sirves Ya, and you like Piérdete, and you like, you know, all these songs that I've been releasing, go onto iTunes and download it from iTunes, and that's going to help us out a lot también. But anyways, ya me cayó la boca. And this is the new single, or not the new single, the first single that we released off of El Triunfador album, bajo la compañía de Freddie Records, here on U102.3.
Tejano y más.
Tejano y más, de Que Me Sirves Ya. Lucky Joe, ladies and gentlemen.
Controlar mis pensamientos y ponerle un fin a tu recuerdo, para poder borrarte de mi mente y sellar por completo nuestra historia. Yo fui culpable en todos los excesos, sin duda no cumplí con tus deseos. Fui desapareciendo entre el momento y poco a poco te perdí, pero lo tengo que aceptar. ¿De qué me sirves ya? ¿De qué me sirves ya? Así es que vete de aquí. Tú no quisiste mi amor, ser fiel nunca te importó. No me vuelvas a buscar. ¿De qué me sirves ya? Así es que vete de aquí. Tú no quisiste mi amor, ser fiel nunca te importó. No me vuelvas a buscar. ¿De qué me sirves ya? Vete de aquí. En todos los excesos, sin duda no cumplí con tus deseos. Fui desapareciendo entre el momento y poco a poco te perdí, pero lo tengo que aceptar. ¿De qué me sirves ya? ¿De qué me sirves ya? Así es que vete de aquí. Tú no quisiste mi amor, ser fiel nunca te importó. No me vuelvas a buscar. ¿De qué me sirves ya? Así es que vete de aquí. Tú no quisiste mi amor, ser fiel nunca te importó. No me vuelvas a buscar.
102.3 we got it, yeah. How's that?
Who's that on the accordion?
That's AJ Castillo. Little Beds, man. That's an amazing song right there. It's AJ's Polka off of his first album.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And it's great. It's
sounds
great.
good. It sounds good, man.
It sounds solid.
Yeah.
Whenever I had Carlos y los Cachorros here in the building, Carlos actually tore it up just on the accordion. Like,
what are you trying to say, bro? Que no tengo nada yo, que caramba.
I want you to bring the accordion and show me what you got.
Okay, yo no tengo nada.
No. I mean,
you know what? I didn't bring the accordion, but I brought the guitar.
Oh man.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a song. You know, más al ratito when my vocals wake up.
Okay, we can do that. We need more coffee. So if anybody out there is coming to the station to get some t-shirts or what is it? What else did you have?
I got some koozies, I got some t-shirts, I got some albums también, and the rep, he's gonna sell some también.
Okay,
so
there you go. So
if you guys want to come buy the album, come by. And es que necesitamos gas money, carnal.
gas money. We need gas money and we need coffee. So I mean, if you can bring the both of them, that'd be a big plus for us.
There you go.
Because we gotta give a big shout out to my boy Cesar. He's like, hey man, I got you with the tacos. He says he's at the front door.
What's Cesar?
My brother Cesar, he be in here right now. There's a couple minutes.
Did we meet him yesterday or what?
No. We
okay,
met him. I don't think we met him yesterday, but we'll see him today. He said, I got you on tacos. So what's the next song that we're gonna go ahead and talk about, my brother? Talk to us.
You know, I just want to, but for those of you who are just tuning in, Uvalde, Texas said, es tu amigo, tu servidor, Lucky Joe, y quiero dar las sinceras gracias aquí, mi compadre, for having us on the show here on U102.3. We're debuting, or not debuting, but we're promoting nuestro tercer disco bajo la compañía de Freddie Records, and we already played the Que Me Sirves Ya, we played Te Amo, Te Amo, and you know what, let's go with track, let me see, one of my favorites, man. Let's go with track 8. Track 8 is una canción mía. I wrote it, and it's called El Triunfador. Now this song basically talks about how you're with someone that really doesn't support what you do, bro, and it can be anything.
Yeah.
It could be you work at Whataburger, or you work here or there, but at that time in my life I was going through something, and a certain someone didn't support or didn't want to be a part, kind of like the Que Me Sirves Ya, kind of like that one, but this one le tira más al otro, le tira más, ¿cómo te digo? Le pica más. No, eso no. Le pica más a la otra pareja, pero you know what? It's better if you guys listen to it, ladies and gentlemen, off of El Triunfador album.
But before we go,
go ahead.
I just remembered right now. I looked back and the paper was right there. So we had a Guadalupe call from Colorado, and they said that the last single was one of their favorite singles that they've ever heard, and they want to say thank you for that. The person I was on the phone with while you were on Facebook Live, that's what they were like. They were giving me a whole story. Guadalupe from Colorado.
Saluditos para Guadalupe desde Colorado. Thank you for following our music, and thank you for reaching out to us. Did they call all the way from Colorado?
I think they're here in town.
But they
said Colorado. They said from Colorado. They said they're gonna try to make it in.
Okay, good.
So we can take some pictures. Of course, if you want to come on by, you can take. We got all the cameras with us right now, so you can come in and take a picture with us.
I keep looking over here because I want to see if I'm live on Facebook, and I keep looking over here because I want to see. If the number drops on my viewers like to 20, I'm gonna get off of Facebook. But right now it's at 48, it's at 46, 45. Bro.
Hey, but you know what's crazy about that is that when once you get off and you see the people that were watching, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
You see me.
Or there's times where I'm live, right? And then I get off, I press finish, and it's still live. Like I can see it. I can see my video on the feed and it says live.
Oh yeah.
There's like a latency, right? And
big time. No, I know what you're talking about. I did it the other day. So I was like,
mira, aquí está.
There you go.
Booyah!
102.3 FM there.
Hey, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to introduce the new one, the new, not the new single, but the next track?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna let you do the name. I'm gonna let you do the name, and then I'm gonna do the station drop.
Oh yeah.
How about that? Let's do it.
And that's why they brought me this.
All right.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, off of El Triunfador album, bajo la compañía de Freddie Records, this is Lucky Joe, myself, with El Triunfador.
On U102.3 FM, Tejano y Más.
Que nunca iba a progresar y me deseaste tanta mala suerte. Mi sueño con un día poder volar lo fuiste destruyendo lentamente. Muy pronto fui aprendiendo que tú y yo nacimos con las metas diferentes. Tú tienes hecho hueco el corazón, yo solo vivo para superarme. ¿Qué tal se siente, corazón? Ahora el que se burla soy yo. En los mejores lugares con gusto me paso con mi nuevo amor, con ropa de marca y un carro del año, soy buen ganador. No soy presumido, júzgame si quieres, no causas dolor. Ya no soy el mismo, yo duermo tranquilo, soy un triunfador. Y si no te gusta y te duele hasta el alma, me suena mejor. Aunque no te guste, mamacita. ¿Qué tal se siente, corazón? Ahora el que se burla soy yo. En los mejores lugares con gusto me paso con mi nuevo amor, con ropa de marca y un carro del año, soy buen ganador. No soy presumido, júzgame si quieres, no causas dolor. Ya no soy el mismo, yo duermo tranquilo, soy un triunfador. Y si no te gusta y te duele hasta el alma, que te vayas mucho a la... me suena mejor.
Got him with that slick laugh right after the song.
You know, that song, it really says a lot, man. I don't know if you were paying attention to it, pero, you know, it talks about how she told me one time that I was never going to amount to anything in my life. She told me one time that what I did was worthless. It was never going to make me anybody, you know, and that's the whole thing behind this album. The whole concept behind this album is to show the people how little by little, I'm not going to speak in third person, not because I'm crazy, but because it's a business. You know, Lucky Joe is a business. It's an entity. So it shows how Lucky Joe as a business, as an entity, is progressing little by little. You know, the first album, I came out así como con la acordeón nomás and a jacket and just me in the front, right? And it was cool. It was a good cover for Amor Escondido and Duele Quererte and all that. And then the second album, ya salí un poquito más vestidito, like in a tuxedo acá, or a suit, you know.
Yeah.
And the lights behind me, they were from New York. Actually, we didn't go to New York, but I was superimposed on a backdrop of New York, you know. And then this album was, I'm all decked out, man.
Yeah,
on the
big
cover.
time.
You
Big
know,
time.
I got the suit going on. I got the Prada glasses, and then it looks like I'm coming off of a jet, and that's an actual jet, bro. Like, that's an actual. We went to the airport. We a good friend of mine, you know, Bobby Garcia. He's an attorney from the Valley. He knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, and that always happens, you know. So we actually went to the Miller Airport, and we took that photo in front of that King Air jet, you know. And I'm coming off of the jet, and I got the accordion going on, and I'm looking out to the side, you know. El cielo está nublado, you know, and this is telling the people, you know what? It's another level now. So El Triunfador is a very important song on this album. You know, it's the title track. The song says, you know, you told me I was never gonna amount to anything. You told me that this wasn't good for me. But look at me now.
Exactly.
Who laughs last? Who has the last laugh?
There you go.
Now, you know, and that's how I feel right now, bro. You know what? I feel now in my life that I'm barely scraping the surface to succeed a little bit more in what I'm doing, you know. Best New Male Artist, 2016 Vocal Duo of the Year, inductee to the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, Grammy nominated. I mean, it just keeps going and going, and I'm climbing. You know I got a lot of roads to go through. I got a lot of dues to pay. You know, as a matter of fact, I was talking to, when we were there with Johnny,
exactly.
You know, from Palominos. I was talking to him, and you know, he was telling me how he's been doing this since 1979, 78.
He gave us
Yeah, he was giving me a great school, man, and he's been doing it over 40 years, 37 years, you know, and they're still rocking,
yes,
and they're still climbing, and you know what? I got a lot of dues to play. I'm not saying that callo ya, pero sabes que with this song, with this song, El Triunfador, the title track, man, it means a lot to me. You know, it just means a lot to me because it shows, and you can hear the struggle through the years, man. So yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Now, what we got planned right now?
I wanted to go. I wanted to sing a song live if that was all right with you guys.
That's more than all right. That's more than all
Yeah.
right. So let me go ahead and cut this right quick,
If you could hear it.
and I'm gonna pass you over the mic, sir.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this song. What we could do is, you know, I know Mother's Day just passed, you know, in May. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a song that I wrote for my mom, you know, and it was released 2014 on Mother's Day. And for those of you who don't know the story, my mom passed away when I was 15 years old. She passed away due to an aneurysm that she had in one of her veins in the back of her head, without como developed kind of un globito. That's how they explained it to me, and it started leaking or whatever. And unfortunately, that's what took it from us, ¿verdad? So, you know, my mom was a real big time supporter of everything that I did as far as music was concerned. And, you know, she was always, you know, mijito, tú quieres ser músico, tú ser, you know, you be a musician. And, you know, she was a big influence in my career, man. You know, she would sit me down in front of the TV and make me watch Johnny Canales. And, you know, she would tell me, mijito, tú vas a estar ahí, mijito, tú vas a estar ahí un día. You know, and I was 10 years old, you know, so I was like, yeah, whatever, mom. But, you know, that support system that she always gave me, you know, to this day, it still, you know, drives me. You know, it still gives me that inspiration to keep going. So in 2014, when we released this song, you know, I sent it to Freddie, and Freddie was like, "Oh my goodness, you know what? You have to record this song. It's Mother's Day is right around the corner. We want to release it for Mother's Day. I said, okay, Freddie, but I want to do it estilo mariachi. And that was one of my goals también, to record a song estilo mariachi. And he said, okay, you know. So we recorded estilo mariachi and we released it on Mother's Day 2014. And it just, you know, it was amazing, man. The people accepted it very, very well. And I know Mother's Day just passed, so excuse me. And forgive me, man, it's kind of early in the morning, okay? So esta canción les la voy a dedicar a todas las madrecitas que están con nosotros escuchando y a todas las madrecitas que desde el cielo nos están escuchando, ¿eh? Esta canción se llama La extraño tanto, a todos ustedes. Esta canción se la dedico a mi madre, toda la fuerza que tengo en el alma. Canto hacia el cielo para que me escuche, para que ella sepa que la extraño mucho. Ella se encuentra en un paraíso, rodeada de flores. Sé que está tranquila. La extraño tanto, quisiera abrazarla, contarle mis sueños, llorar en sus brazos. La extraño tanto, anhelo tocarla, sentir el calor que siempre me daba. La extraño tanto, la extraño tanto, la extraño tanto.
Good man. Great.
Thank you, brother.
That's what I'm talking about,
man.
Thank you. Thank you. You felt the emotion behind that. And you know what? I actually saw that music video last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you know, for those of you just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, we are here promoting the latest album, Lucky Joe, El Triunfador, aquí con ustedes, con mi buen amigo. Thank you for having me, man. You know that video for La Extraño Tanto, it's actually at my mom's beauty salon. That's where my mom, excuse me, that's where my mom used to cut hair. You know, the opening video is at a theater, and my mom's episode, what she went through, happened at a movie theater. So, excuse me, I took my whole real life experience from that one night, and I wanted to project it, and I wanted the people to see it, because I wanted the song to even be much more real, if not to the people, but to me. Because eso es algo que a mí me consuela. People ask me all the time, how do you sing that song, man, live? How do you get through that song? You know? And I said, you know how I get through that song? I said, my mom helps me get through that song. My mom is there with me, man. And that's the least that I could do, you know, because she was, like I said, a big time supporter. You know, ella siempre me apoyaba con la música. Anything I wanted to do, band, you know, if I wanted to bang on the table with some sticks, anything. She was always there, So when I wrote this song and people ask me, how do you get through it? I say, well, she helps me get through it, And a mí, every time I sing it, it's like consoling me. It's like giving me peace. It's giving me closure, man. So yeah, that's how we do it.
that I mean, emotionally, man, that was the very end. The ending of it was just.
Of the video?
No, right now, this session, now. I was like, I can't imagine losing my mom.
Yeah.
She's my everything.
Yeah.
And of course, like same way as you, we could go to Walmart, or we can go, we can go to the dollar store, and she sees people there and that she knows, and I don't know. She introduces me and she bigs me up so much to these people. Oh, this is my son. He does,
Mijito, está en la
radio.
Ay, no, lo debes de oír en las mañanas.
And it's funny because I've never heard my dad do it.
Yeah.
This weekend we were in Eagle Pass, Texas, for our graduation party, and I saw my family members from Mexico that I haven't seen in years. Right, I haven't seen them in years. And there he goes, I'm shaking everybody's hand, and then out of nowhere he just busts out, well, he's on the radio, Mijo's doing great, and I'm like, oh, it felt amazing.
Especially from your dad, because, your dad is always going to be the hard one.
Exactly.
He's going to be the tough love. Y no es nada, ponte a trabajar, cabrón.
Yeah, basically.
But you know what? It feels good when dad recognizes it. I feel the same way. My dad's very proud of me. He always tells me, mijito, it wasn't like that before. Not that he wasn't proud, but he wasn't as expressive. ¿Cómo se dice? Expressive. As now. Now he really shows his his love, man. Antes era más tough love, and now he really shows his love, and he supports what I do.
And that's what I love about it. It's just being able for my dad to be able to go out there and tell everybody about me, and to me, I always look at it like, man. Until the day that my dad acknowledges what I'm doing, then I know I'm going in the right direction. And sure enough, that showed me there and then in Eagle Pass, Texas this weekend that he really loves what I do, and I love what I do here with everybody that's here in the station, especially Cesar that helped me out with so much with music. So again for the tacos, man. It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
but he helps me.
Tacos were good.
He helps me out with even more just the tacos. He helps me out musically. He tells me where I need to improve, and that's what we have Alfonso too. He tells me, hey, let's try this a separate way, and it always seems to work out. So I'm always open for the ideas and stuff.
Opinions.
Yes, sir. But the new album, I love it. Like I said yesterday, I bought it on iTunes. I bought it. I bought the whole thing on iTunes. I bought the whole thing on iTunes.
That's awesome, man.
I knew I had this copy, but of course this belongs to the station, and I won't be able to take it home. So.
Le ibas a hacer burn?
Yeah, no.
Le iba a hacer burn.
No.
Real quick, if I could just have about maybe 10 seconds, I want to send a big shout out over the radio to some of these listeners that are on my Facebook. It says A&R Printing. Saluditos para A&R Printing. También para Marta Tapia, Aisha Aparicio. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you so much, Francis.
Aisha.
Francis Alamanza, Tony Marie Falcon, Maggie Flores. Sending a shout out to you guys. Just so you know, sending a shout out to you guys on the radio here in Uvalde, Texas. Para Michael Longoria, Betty Ann, who just joined. Saludos para George Pulido. There's a lot of people hitting the like button and the heart button. Para Leticia Palacios, para Tara Sainz Martinez, Du Guerra, Valdemar Cortez, Melissa Perez, Cardi Ibarra, se me acabó el aire, compadre.
Well, you got another special shout out going out from the Uvalde, from the United States Border Patrol. They are listening right here in our Del Rio sector.
You guys better not stop us. We're driving una Toyota.
And they say that you're very talented, and
thank you so much.
they love the song that you wrote to your mother.
You know why I'm saying that? Because yesterday when we passed, you were singing.
Oh yes, we passed the checkpoint the other day and yesterday, and we go up to the
inspection.
The inspection, ¿verdad? Y baja la window y dice American citizen, or ¿qué dijo?
American citizen.
Where are you going, or something like that, and I went. He's like, go ahead. When we drove up, I was going, I hear that train. It's rolling. And I can imagine when they were thinking, like, what's those vatos?
And you actually did that last night at Extreme Color Snow too.
Oh, I did do that.
And right when we were getting the hype up ready for it, and he just stopped. I'm like, oh!
Yeah. Coming up, Johnny Cash never did one of my songs.
That's true. That's true.
No, we love Johnny. I love Johnny Cash. Man. You know that guy, the way he would just come up and say, "Hello, my name's Johnny Cash." You know, sassy start. Hombre, I tried to do that one time live. I said, "Hello, my name's Lucky Joe," and I tried to start. No me empezamos todos al revés. But yeah, man, you know what? Thank you for having me here. Let's not forget to tell the people our new album, ladies and gentlemen, El Triunfador, is out right now bajo la compañía de Freddie Records. So make sure you go out and get on my latest album. Estamos promoviendo Te Amo, Te Amo. Look it up on YouTube. And we have some more songs here, man. If you guys want to play some more songs, we got some more tracks here that are very, very good. If I should say so myself, I
no, yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming.
¿Por qué no me llamas? Estoy como loco y mi vida se está derramando poco a poco, poco a poco. I just did it just a teaser, okay?
Bam!
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Uvalde, Texas. Are we gonna do some more songs off of the album, or ya se te acabó el show?
It's almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time for us to go.
Good.
Did you want to sing another one? Before we go?
Do you want me to do one live or what? Yeah, live. Okay. Which one, compadre? Think about it. I don't know which one I can do.
Mrs. Maria Rivas says it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mrs. Maria.
Maria Rivas, happy birthday to you de parte de tu servidor Lucky Joe. Ojalá que la pases muy, muy bien. If you want, I can sing her happy birthday.
Hoy nomás.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Maria.
Maria Patavilla. Happy birthday to you.
Oh
yeah,
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You know, we recorded ranchera, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this. Si el amarte es un pecado, pecaré toda la vida. Si el besarte es un delito, prisionero yo sería. Son tus labios contagiosos, esa boca tan divina, ya me tiene vuelto loco. Soy una causa perdida, nunca podrás olvidarme. Soy tu juego en el amor, una fuerza de lujuria en tus noches de pasión. Soy tu amor escondido, un silencio que quema, un secreto callado que te atrapa y te condena. Soy tu amor escondido, tu juguete de gala. Llegué tarde a tu vida, pero así soy feliz. Soy tu amor escondido.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Ready, go.
Padre celestial, eterno, misericordioso Dios, te pido que bendigas a tu hijo Lucky Joe, que derrames tu Espíritu Santo sobre él y que siempre le has de acompañar. Tú por delante, Padre celestial, eterno, y él detrás de ti, como digo, Padre. Y tú nos dices que donde se nos cierra una puerta, Padre Dios, tú nos abrirás 2 o 3 más. Por eso te pido, Padre celestial, eterno, que derrames tu Espíritu Santo en el nombre de Dios, Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo, sobre tu hijo Lucky Joe.
Thank you, mamá. Muchas gracias, mamá.
Después te miro, corazón, después yo te busco.